Okay, so on this episode of Gamer Convo, we have our good friend John.
You're just going to start talking before you even sit down?
Yeah, man.
You're being rude to those viewers.
I'm sorry for being rude. I'm Brian, by the way. I'm the asshole out of us three.
Yeah, I realized we never introduced ourselves the first time.
No, we didn't, and we apologize hugely for that. And the first video was 30 minutes long. We apologize for that. We just went with it, and that's what we came up with, and we apologize.
Yeah,
Hugely apologize. We're sorry.
Verbal diarrhea.
Yeah, verbal diarrhea. Mostly on my part, because I have the gift of gab, apparently, according to Danny. Motherfucker. But, let's do this. We're going to talk about Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, a lot of people have already started talking about that game as well. Call of Duty Ghosts, Fallout New Vegas, Dead Island, and Loadout. So, let's start out with Loadout. Danny, played it?
Of course, is the only one who's played it and knows everything about it.
Well, I played it for like 2 hours
Mm-hmm.
last night.
So you know everything about the whole game. Then.
Not everything, but it's
you're letting them down. Just say that you know everything.
I know everything that has to be known in 2 hours.
It's pretty good.
So Loadout is a free-to-play game, and you can the big thing that with this game is that you can customize the weapons like to your heart's content. You can customize.
So is it kind of like Army of Two type weapon customization?
No, this is more.
Where you can bling it. You know, I like that, and I miss that game, and it sucks the server shut down. By the way.
Well, Army of Two. I mean.
Yes, it's old, but it was a fantastic game.
Well, the first one, the second one, or third one, or
first one.
I think there's gonna be like a fourth one out now. I don't know.
It was definitely the first one, because that's the only one I ever played.
Yeah.
Because they had like Devil's Cartel and the 40th Day and whatever else, so.
Yeah. But,
so is it like Black Ops 2 customization level?
Well, I'm getting to that. You get to customize the stock, the barrel, the trigger. You can put scopes on it. You can choose what sort of ammunition. And okay.
Armor piercing, duh. Come on.
Armor piercing scopes?
No, there's slag.
That too.
Wait, I think it's slag, which is like normal bullets. You get pyro bullets.
Ooh.
You get Tesla electrical bullets. Then you even get health. So you still, I think you still
you can shoot someone and like.
You can shoot health into them.
Yeah. Let me shoot the health up in you.
Well, I think you still damage
Put
enemies,
some hard metal
but not as
9
much.
inches into your body.
You still damage enemies, but not as much. But if you get any like collateral damage, it doesn't do any damage to any of your friendlies. You know,
cool.
It actually heals them. So if you see like someone that's like a flag carrier or something, you know, you
let me just get in the way some more.
Shoot them and bring their health back.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can choose like the barrel to be like a Tesla and everything. And then you can choose like electrical ammo, and the triggers you can go from fully automatic.
Can you do like burst and all that good stuff too?
You can do semi-automatic, 2 burst, and then spooling, which you hold down the trigger and you can hear it go, and then it just ramps up.
Nice.
It's really cool.
How well is the accuracy with the whole spooling thing? Is it kind of like all over the place, like minigun type crap, or
like have like adjustments with it with the stock, and also then
so it increases the stability of the weapon. That's
exactly. Cool. It has like all these different stats on there that tells you the damage, the like stability, the durability, and the accuracy on there for everything that you add.
So
and it tells you how much affects. Like if you add like a stock, it's going to tell you how much it's going to negate or add on to another thing that you have.
So it's not going to be like Call of Duty where, you know, if you put the scope on there, you know, it says that it increases your range, but then you put the silencer on there and it kills it. Yeah. It'll actually do the parameters, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. And there are different types. There's like rifle, there's pulse, there's beam, and then there was another one I can't remember.
So,
But beam is like just a constant like stream.
Nice.
You can like choose like pyro and it's like flamethrower, and you can choose like slag, and it's just like a yellow beam of light. And then with the coolest one I think is the Tesla one, where you just have like a lightning gun.
Nice.
You know.
So what does the rest of the game entail?
Well, it's a third-person like arena shooter. Kind of think like what do you call it? Unreal Tournament.
Okay.
Fast-paced, kind of chaotic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you're running around, you can like go at like a normal sort of like slower speed, but you can hold down shift and you're just going crazy and you're jumping on like different platforms. It's kind of like a third-person shooter platformer because there's just a hellacious amount of jumping you can do.
Nice, and this is a free-to-play game on Steam.
On the
so
computer.
if you have a PC, you should download Steam and download the free-to-play game called Loadout. Sounds like an awesome game. I actually have Steam installed on my computer, so I just might do that.
We should play tonight.
We should definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now I'm playing Call of Duty Ghost and Dead Island because Dead Island is right now free to play on
Yeah, if you
Xbox.
have Xbox Live Gold membership, Dead Island is the free game of the beginning of the month, and they also have it on the 15th, correct? Yeah?
I don't know.
That sounds about
usually
right.
I don't keep
They
track
do it on
of
the 1st and 15th, so if you're military,
first and
just remember your
16th.
paydays.
First and
16th.
16th?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But that's kind of a cool perk to keep up with, you know, the whole Xbox Live Gold thing is because you do get some pretty cool free games.
We're doing that for Xbox One now too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, none of us have upgraded to Xbox One, so sorry we're not talking about any of those. These are mostly PC and Xbox 360. We should have said that before in the first episode. We don't really do the whole PlayStation thing, not because we're biased, just because
we're biased.
well, we're biased. It fucking sucks in our opinion.
No.
Okay, it doesn't suck. For me, it does. I don't really care for the whole.
I mean, everybody has their own preference, but
Yeah.
we like achievements because I mean it's legacy.
We like rubbing it into people's faces. My gamer score is better than yours because I fucking rock. You know, but hey, I'm just saying, I'm a little bit of a showboater, dude. I like rubbing that in, you know. I like the nice thing about the whole thing is, you know, I've been on Xbox Live for quite a few years, and you see all these other people that.
Well, it's harder to switch once you've been on there for so long and you got all your friends on your friends list and shit. And
The one thing that does suck about the whole thing with Xbox One is even if that friend has that game, there's still no
cross-platform.
Yeah, there's no cross-platform. So you might as well just delete them off of your friends list because you're not going to be able to play any games with them.
Unless you get an Xbox One.
Which is, for
expensive?
me... Yes, it's expensive. With or without the Kinect, it doesn't matter. But it's a new platform, and I'm one of those people where something new comes out, I'm really sketchy about it, and I wait a while. I did that with Grand Theft Auto 5.
That was smart.
Because there was a lot of issues in the beginning. They just recently went through a purge, and anybody that was boosting, I guess you could say, or cheating.
Using exploits.
Yeah, using exploits. Rockstar went through and cleaned house and what have you. I had a few friends that were victims of that whole thing.
They weren't exactly victims because
I'm saying victims because Dan.
They had to work hard to exploit the game.
No, like Dan, for instance, Sportmon. He had purchased shark cards, like 5 million worth. And they took that money from him also, and he's still disputing with Rockstar over the whole thing. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to jump into Grand Theft Auto 5 right quick.
Even though we haven't gone over any of Ghost or Dead Island?
Well...
Because you're already stealing the spotlight.
Well, I'm going to just get done with Grand Theft Auto 5 because it's kind of short and sweet. The online is fun except for getting put into lobbies with douchebags that... like to camp outside of your apartment that are way higher than a level 15. Me, by the way, level 15, hate it. don't have the firepower to put up with them. That part does suck. I wish there was a little bit better matchmaking as far as that goes. The storyline is fun. I like doing the heists and what have you. I like how you can switch in between the different characters, you know, right off the bat using your controller and everything. The controls are relatively easy to use and what have you. The storyline, I like it. And I have not played Grand Theft Auto since Vice City. And
really?
Yeah, I never got into Liberty Cities. I did play them, but I never got into them like I did with Vice City. I'm an 80s baby, so that's the whole reason why I love that thing, is because it took place in the 80s. Tried getting into Liberty City and all the other ones that followed. Never really got into them. But this one I did like, because the online play does make it quite a bit better. But
they're supposed to come out with like heists and stuff.
Yeah, they're postponing that until like June now.
Really?
Yeah. That's what it is. But,
I know a lot of people online that do Let's Plays and that, and they're pissed.
Yeah. I do like how you can go online though and do different missions with people. That is pretty cool too.
Yeah, cool.
And you can, it gives you like a selection to choose from. So that's pretty sweet.
There's a single player aspect of the game too. I don't know if you heard any of that.
Yeah. I did play like 80% of single player, and then I just kind of got addicted to the online because...
Well, you're missing out because you don't know how the storyline finishes. And
I've heard the stories, and it doesn't bother me. Like, people, you know, ruining movies for me, they don't really ruin them because I'm going to watch them regardless. Same thing goes with me for games. So...
But what you're saying is basically that people have told you, and now you're not even bothering.
I'll get there. I still have not even... like with Batman Arkham Origins, I beat the regular game campaign, and now I'm into the harder one where it doesn't give you the prompts or whatever to block an incoming attack and what have you. You know, I like to jump around between games just because, not that people have told me like the endings or what have you. It's just I like to jump around to a variety. I mean, that's why I go from Assassin's Creed Black Flag to Batman and all these other ones. But I'll let you continue on with Dead Island.
Okay, well, I believe I originally started playing it on your Xbox.
Yes, sir.
And I think I got a couple achievements, and for whatever reason they went on to your gamer profile instead of mine, so I kind of quit playing. And then, being free, I decided to give it another shot. And so far, it's been fun. Lots of zombies and everything you'd expect from a zombie game.
Yeah.
Now, are you
experiencing
still any like bugs and glitches?
I haven't noticed too many bugs or glitches. I have seen a few enemies just kind of pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I have seen with some of the people who jump in, some of them will have heavily modified weapons that obviously they glitch the system, but at the same time, it's stuff you can live with. It's not going to ruin the game for you per se.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not competitive.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently they do have a new system for fighting against zombies that'll put them at your level, which I don't know if that makes it harder or easier since I didn't play enough of the original game, and so it is what it is.
I played Dead Island on the PC for a while, and they're pretty mod friendly on PC.
Yeah.
So I mean, you get like infinite ammo and stuff. It makes the game a lot more
simple,
tolerable.
Yeah.
And a lot more fun. But I didn't play too much of it. I got to, I think, some like big hotel or something.
There's a couple levels like that, so.
Yeah, I turned out.
What's the newest one? Riptide, right?
Yeah. Last thing I did was like turn on like a satellite dish or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Sorry.
Yeah. Then Call of Duty Ghost, which I know you were playing that with me on Xbox for a while, and you kind of Didn't
the
like it.
online spawning is still bullshit.
Well, that's the way all Call of Duty games are when they start. And have you played it recently, or did you return the game?
I'm not returning a $60 game for $34.
Okay, so you still have it. So you can go back in and see how they've done updates. Originally, the dogs were ridiculous. If you got a dog, you were fine, but if you didn't, you were kind of screwed. Yeah, okay, so games we're talking about, 2 of them.
2 of them, anyways.
Ooh. Anyways, they've done a lot of updates on the multiplayer for Ghost. It still seems to rely heavily on the dogs and camping, but that's just about any Call of Duty game.
One thing I do like about Ghost, though, is the fact that they came out with the download pack or whatever to turn your dog into a wolf.
Oh yeah,
Thought that was freaking sweet. That part I did like.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the online multiplayer still pissed me off quite a bit.
Yeah, well, with bigger maps and the spawning not being the best, it's easy to spawn trap people. And if you're playing some of the more team-based ones like Domination,
yeah,
there's maps where you basically get screwed if you spawn in the wrong spot.
That's understandable too.
And
I didn't see that happening a lot. They did come out with the new map pack with the what's included in that. Couple new maps and a new extinction map to further on the extinction story, which I think is kind of cool because it's getting away from the zombies a little bit. But they have a new weapon that they introduced.
Haven't used it yet.
That it's 2 weapons in one, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a cross between a sniper rifle and assault rifle, supposedly.
That was pretty cool. I haven't gotten it yet because
you're lazy and you're playing games that have been out for a while.
Exactly. What can I say?
And I haven't used the new weapon because I don't know which one it is to pick it out, and I've got my favorites already.
Well, we can talk about Fallout New Vegas. I have not played that since I was on the deployment.
And I watched it being played once.
Well, have you played any of the Fallout series?
I have not.
Not even Fallout 3?
No. And so you're going to have to...
I think the only reason why I bought New Vegas was because it was the only game left at the PX on Bagram Air Force Base.
Yeah?
And I realized that after starting to play it, why there were so many copies left of it, because it fucking sucked.
Well, on the PC with all the mods and that.
It's like Borderlands, but I can tolerate Borderlands more than I can tolerate Fallout.
It makes it... Well, on the PC there are mods that make it more, like, immersive. And really makes you feel like you're in the wasteland. You know? Which is really cool. I mean, you feel like it's like a Mad Max sort of, like, situation.
Which I think there is supposed to be a Mad Max game coming out.
Yeah, but that's probably going to suck.
Or not, you never know.
Yeah, we're pretty sure. I mean, most licensed, IPs. When is Grand Theft Auto coming on PC? They haven't announced it or anything. I'm waiting for it on the PC.
I don't know.
I don't know. Because, I mean...
Google's only a keystroke away.
I've looked. I mean, there's no announcements or anything.
Oh, maybe they're keeping it under wraps. Maybe they aren't going to do it. Who knows?
Maybe they're going to try to get everything sorted out with the heist system on Xbox first.
I think they waited like a year or so with Grand Theft Auto 4 before it got on PC.
Oh, Saints Row? I heard that one sucks.
What, the new one?
Yeah.
Well, you have to think, the developer of Saints Row was shut down, then they were bought, and basically it was majority of Saints Row 4 was DLC for Saints Row 3.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they had to create more content. That's why Saints Row
Terrible.
4 seems so small and not entirely finished.
Well, and the storyline is just ridiculous.
Yeah, all that was supposed to be just DLC.
It's like Crackdown 2. I mean, why make it?
Well, I mean,
Someone out of all their testers had to have some sort of brain that wasn't shoving up a monkey's ass to be like, this blows.
well, a lot of people are saying that Saints Row 4 is what Crackdown 2 should have been. Because Crackdown 2 sucked, and Saints Row 4 is a lot better than Crackdown 2. I play Saints Row 3 on the PC, and with mods and that, you get the same sort of like effect. You know, you can run super fast and jump high and pretty much fly and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of another game that's kind of along the lines of like Saints Row and Grand Theft Auto, Sleeping Dogs, that was free download last month.
Yeah.
I have not played that yet, and I really would love to get into it.
I hear there's a few small issues, like you're playing in like Japan or some area where you're dealing with Chinese or whatever mafia, and everybody's got an English accent, including yourself, even though you're Chinese or Japanese or...
Well, it makes it easy for us then.
Well, it makes it easy for us, but it doesn't really make it that realistic.
Yeah, I wonder how the marketing worked when they had actually sent it to those countries. They're like,
that's why it's free
what
for
the
download.
hell? Yeah.
Well,
I've heard
Like, I don't speak
American.
American.
I've heard
no
it.
offense to my poor accent there.
I know Sleeping Dogs was part of a franchise that got shut down. It was shut down because of the poor quality, and then another developer picked them up, and then they came out.
True Crimes.
True Crimes. There you go. It was supposed to be True Crimes like Tokyo or something like
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Do you remember True Crimes?
Vaguely.
I think the first one had like Christopher Walken, or at least a
This
sound alike.
man, this modern day Prometheus, brought fire down from Mount Olympus to us mere mortals.
Yep. Anyways, so the music's still playing. We kind of need to do something
Yeah,
about
alright.
that.
Oh, I'm Brian.
And I'm John.
I'm Danny.
And
I'm
thank
this
you
way.
for
Like, subscribe, and comment.
yeah, thank you
Do
for
lots
watching
of
our
the, like,
second
subscribing and
long as
commenting.
hell episode.
Hopefully you
That's
sat
the
all the
movie.
way through this.
Yeah, sorry about the length.
Yeah.
And our bantering on about nothing.
The length and the girth.
That's why you watch these channels, is for the endless chit chat about crazy stupid shit.
Well,
Yeah, makes you feel like you have a life.
Majority of people, they don't have cable anymore. They cut their cable off and watch stuff on
Hey, I got rid of my cable.
At any rate, I'm getting a phone call, so let's call this good.
Okay.
Oh, bye.